We're back, and we will now descend into the hell that is Blighttown. Strangely enough, I really like Blighttown. Especially if you're prepared for Blighttown, it's great. I think it's good. It's got a lot of really fun enemies. The poison, obviously, a bit of a hindrance, but that's kind of like the From Software thing. It's sort of a reverse Metroidvania, where instead of you exploring and getting new abilities, you basically just have your abilities stripped away. Each area sort of like strips your abilities away a little bit. And Blighttown is like, what if you were poisoned the whole time and you couldn't move very fast? Speaking of which, let's take a look at this Blighttown key. Key to Blighttown from the depths of the Undead Burg, swallowed by the gaping dragon. As its name suggests, Blighttown is a place of great pestilence. Even the polluted inhabitants of the depths are aware of its dangers, and built this mighty door in hopes that they could remain safely separated. So, the depths was a punishment for the people who lived in the Undead Burg, who were greedy and thieves. Now, this is interesting because when we get to the lower Undead Burg, it's full of thieves. But we find, oh, Lord. We find the, depths. It's a place where people have been punished, and then they've even gone so far as to, like, they've walled themselves up against the people who live in Blighttown. It's like a never-ending cycle of, like, no, we're better than those people. Blighttown is, whoa, that was wild. In my opinion, Blighttown is the work of the pyromancer, Ingi? I don't know how you say his name. We'll talk to him. Oh, Lord, I should heal. So, we learn interesting things about pyromancy, and one of the things that we learn that I don't think people fully understand is that pyromancy is different from what the witches of Izalith were doing, the witch and her daughters. The witch of Izalith, her daughters, the demons, they're not doing pyromancy. They're doing fire magic, which is like, we don't get to do that. That's outside of the realm of human possibility. But what the witches did is they taught humans pyromancy, which revolves around humans and their affinity with fire. Oof. Killing those dudes is important. Oh shit, I got invaded. Killing those dudes is important because one, they don't respawn, and two, they drop moss. Jesus Christ, oh, I'm in a terrible way, and I assume my invader's up here. This is where they typically spawn. Yep, there he is. Oh Lord, I'm being chased. Oh, I got grabbed. Oh, thank God. Oh, Lord! Oh, that was wild. Oh. Good Lord. Oh, you can't one-hand it! Nice! GG. Good game, good fight, Starless. Well played. That was fun. That was really good. GG's. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything in chat. I got really caught up there. I probably wasn't talking a whole lot. That was fun. That was a good invasion. Oh, so Blighttown. Yeah. We were talking about Blighttown, and so the thing about pyromancy is it's taught to humans by the witch and her daughters, right? It's like passed down to them. The witches and the demons, yada yada, they're not using pyromancy, they're using fire magic. When they taught humans pyromancy, one of the first things humans came up with was poison. And all of the demons are susceptible to poison, which is sort of like, hey, you taught them this, and now it's come back to bite you in the ass. Now, I don't think Iengi, or however you say his name, I don't think he set out to do that. I don't think he set out to make Blighttown, but he did. Basically, he turned his entire like home into just a shit-infested trash world. Yeah. That's my take on Blighttown. We'll see more lore and stuff and how I came to that. We'll see that up ahead. All right. Hey, equal 5. Equals 5. Love your content. Played Dark Souls for years. I'm still learning new things from you this stream. I have put way too much time in these games. If if you hang out in my stream and you don't learn something, it might be like time to, like, you know. Oh Lord, you know, go outside a little bit. And honestly, I should take my own advice. I've been poisoned, chat. By the doo-doo club. Oh, you're kidding me. GG. Get out of here. Get out of here. I mean, you know, you can watch on your phone and go outside, I guess. I'm just saying, like, I've played these games entirely too much. But yeah, I guess as a result, I know some pretty neat stuff that, like, even if you played the game a lot, maybe you didn't know, and that's always great. I'm always happy to, like, make people or help people, like, understand these games, especially if you like the games. Like, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, like, I've always liked Dark Souls and stuff, but I never wanted to try Invasions until I watched you. And that is always, like, a very, like, I appreciate the hell out of that. I love that. Because that's something that, like, back in the day, like, you didn't talk about invasions on Reddit, you know? It was just full of people who were like, well, I don't see why you would. I don't see why you would. And, it's like, because it's part of the game is why you would, you know? Why, I don't see why you wouldn't. And, like, invasions becoming, like, super popular and, like, everybody giving them a shot and stuff like that. I love that. So, like, if I help somebody, like, get into that, that feels really good. But on the same hand, I also enjoy, like, being the lore nerd for the PvP nerds, you know what I mean? That's fun, too. I love these games so much that, like, I'm always interested in everything. I like keeping up with the lore people, and I also like keeping up with, like, the challenge runners, and, you know, obviously the PvP as well. These games are so great, and what's so great about them is, like, it's just, the content is endless. Like, you know what I mean? There's so much. Ghost Hardware talks about this sometimes. Like, he paid like $60, like $90 if you count the DLC. He paid $90 for a game he's been playing for 5 years, Dark Souls 3, you know? Like, think about all the other companies that are, like, charging you for, like, every update and patch and stuff like that. These are great games, and they're especially great, I think, for those of us who grew up without a lot of money. I think one of the reasons we respond so well to these games is because, oh Lord, like back when I was a kid, you know, you didn't get a new game every month or every, you know what I mean? Like you got a new game like every once in a while. You know what I mean? It was a big deal when you got a new game. And so that game had to last you, and it had to be fun for a long time. And Dark Souls is fun for a long time, as is evidenced by the fact that I'm playing it right now. And verticality. I love Blighttown, and I loved the idea behind the gutter. The gutter, I don't think... I would love to see I would love to see... This is true for pretty much everything in Dark Souls 2. Yui Tanemura, the director of Dark Souls 2, like, he really, really tried to implement some nifty ideas into Dark Souls 2, and unfortunately, he just didn't have the time to do it. I would love to see him, you know... I think people understate how much work he did on Dark Souls 3. Yui Tanemura did a lot of work in Dark Souls 3, but there's a lot of stuff in Dark Souls 2 that I would like to see him get a chance to do again. The gutter is one of those things. Okay, so what I was saying was, I love Blighttown. I love this idea of this shanty town that the poisoned, mutated residents have put together in an attempt to escape, like, the poisonous swamp prison that they live in. It's brutal, you know? And, these donk-ass bridges that, like, you know, it's so good. It's so good. And it's so full of character. But it's hard to appreciate the character on your, like, your first playthrough because, you know, you're too busy trying not to die. Hey, chat, pronounce that. Pronounce this katana. Go ahead. Go ahead. Pronounce it. I want everybody to type out how you pronounce that katana right there. Lord Kelvin put chat in emote only mode, so no, nobody gets to talk about it. every time I use that katana on Twitch or on YouTube, I am beset upon by people telling me I'm mispronouncing it, and the 10 people they know who also pronounce it differently. Oh god. Oh no. Oh, that was clutch. That's what I'm talking about right there, baby. That right there is better than any boss in Dark Souls 1. What just happened is like, that's a highlight. That's a moment where you're like, oh god. Did you parry one then accidentally backstab the other one? Yes. Like, the one dude I parried, by the way, he's swinging a body around, which I... How metal is that? I parried the guy who was swinging a body, and then I accidentally backstabbed the other one who's using the broken straight sword. Alright. So, the plan was to get to the top, or get to the bottom as quickly as possible and just get out of here. But I kind of forgot that we need to explore. I love the fact that these dudes, like, do they live here? Do you live in that? Is that your house? You know what I mean? Whoa! Hey, what's up, Nunzi? Hey, Bemused, hello. That's the timeout jar, yeah. Get out of here. 421. Close. I always forget that it does this, but yeah, it just leads you back up here. Suppose we could walk over this way. Anything over here? Alright, this is where we start making our way down. So, we're doing the no-cut content rule, right? Everything in the game is in the game for a reason, everything that's not in the game is not in the game for a reason, right? Now, it's not really cut content, but in the game's files, that suckerfish parasite over there is known as Old King Jeremiah, or something like that. And Jeremiah will invade us in the Painted World, and I think the consensus is that Jeremiah was like a a king in Izalith. Now, I guess it's easy to sort of like, oh, well then that means he was married to the Witch of Izalith, but like it doesn't necessarily mean that. I think the witches don't really like, they're kind of removed from that, right? Like they're gods. I don't think they give a shit if they're married or not. Especially not to humans. But there is a connection to humans and Izalith that it's very present in a lot of the cut content, but like it doesn't have to be. Like it's not necessarily there's a lot that connects humans and Izalith in the content that's left in the game. There's a blow dart dude over there, and I always forget how to get to him. But think about chaos, and think about what chaos is. It's what happens when fire meets humanity. And the Witch of Izalith became a bed of chaos. The witches taught humans pyromancy. There's a lot of stuff that connects the witches to humans that I just don't think people have like put together for the most part. Like the broader level consensus of like, you know, just like your average lore connoisseur. So the idea that there's like a human king of Izalith, I like that. I like that idea. Now, that's calling him king is cut content, right? But I don't feel like it's too out of the way because my man is very obviously wearing a weird kind of crown. But we'll get into it when we get to it, you know. I don't want to misrepresent my man's hat. So we'll check it out when we get there, when we get to it. Son of a... Get out of here. Yeah, like chaos is what happens when fire and humanity get together, as represented by the chaos infusion on weapons. The Witch of Izalith had the bright idea of making her own bonfire with blackjack and hookers. And it didn't work, which is... Are you kidding? Which is kind of the story of Dark Souls. Everybody tried something, none of it worked. Everybody tried something. Everybody had a plan. Mike Tyson used to say, everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth. And it was like everybody had a plan for the end of the world and how to prolong the age of fire. And yeah, everybody had a plan until they got punched in the mouth, and their plan didn't work. Yeah, Nito's plan was literally to just sleep it off. Fuck it, bro. It's not cut content that he's king. When he invades, he's literally called King Jeremiah. Okay, cool. Cool, good. Look at him. Ugh. What a weirdo. So we get power within right here, and there's yet another connection to that. I mean, honestly, it shouldn't be that hard. You should be able to look at that big, giant, weird sucker thing and then look at Jeremiah's hat and be like, oh, yeah. Oh, of course. But there's even more connection, because if we go down here, we can also pick up Jeremiah's whip. Or does Jeremiah use the notched whip? Maybe Jeremiah uses the notched whip. Maybe that's not his whip. I'm Anna Molly. Welcome back. 27 months, thanks. Much appreciated. Hope you're doing well. Still a whip, not his whip. He uses notched whip. Yeah, okay. All right. Now, these things. I think it was Adam Barker, actually, who pointed out to me that these things are human. They're disgusting to look at, but, like, that little dongler there, that's a human head. It has a face. Yeah. These things are very obviously connected to, like, the gross maggots and parasites that infest Lost Izalith, but also probably a bit of a shape of things to come type thing, maybe, for the egg bearers. We see all those egg bearers in as we get close to Izalith, and the egg bearers seem to have taken on the role of like a surrogate mother, but not like one of those mothers who like carries a baby in their womb for someone else, like that. It's and that's how Izalith is trying to keep its society. That's how it's trying to keep its its civilization alive, is through the act of like this parasitic bonding, which is pretty gross to think about. Got the dope-ass Wanderer's hood. Hate these mosquitoes. Hate these mosquitoes. Hate them so much. Look at it wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Boo, 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 boo. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Like seahorses? Well, kind of, but seahorses are like just the males carry around the babies. Like these things aren't. Ow! It'd be like carrying around somebody else's babies. Oh, I'm out of Estus. We are not good here. We're close to a bonfire, though. We're close to a bonfire, chat. We just have to believe. We just have to believe. Oh, Lord. Hit points. Where are we at? 649. 649. We've got the ring. We've got the ring. We have to believe. We can make it. Verticality. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Nobody gonna stop my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down. Saint, are you a himbo? I don't think so. I don't think I'm like traditionally handsome enough to be a himbo. Absolutely a Jimbo. Absolutely a Jimbo. And if you consider that my girlfriend is Mexican, that J would be pronounced as an H. So in a way, I am a himbo. Alright. We explored the top of Blighttown. We did a very good job. Let us take a moment. Oh, we should get invaded here, right? How much humanity do I have? 8? Yeah, let's go. Describe a Jimbo. A Jimbo is just like any southern boy. If you can skin a buck or you can run a trot line, you're a Jimbo. Oh! No, Mildred. Got the butcher knife. Finding out who's not country boys in chat. The fuck is a trot line? I can skin a buck and I can run a trot line and a country boy can survive. Zweihander. We haven't read this yet. One of the gigantic straight greatswords. As the name suggests, the Zweihander is held with 2 hands, but its wielder must still be inhumanly strong. It is this great weight that sends foes flying when hit solidly. Falchion, small curved sword, each hit inflicts little damage, but fluid chain attacks are deadly. The falchion's sharp slashing attacks are effective against cloth and flesh, but not against metal armor or tough scales. The Blighttown Katana. Forged in an eastern land, the katana is drawn from the scabbard at lightning speed using an Ijitsu technique. Ijitsu allows the wielder to charge forward to swiftly cut down distant foes. The Butcher Knife. A giant butcher knife wielded by undead, man-eating cook lurking in the depths. More a tool for subduing and preparing live catches than an actual weapon. Those who have faced this deadly blade have a deeper sense of how helpless prey must feel. The Great Axe is a veritable mass of iron. Its weight sends foes flying, but makes it difficult to handle without inhuman strength. Any miss makes one very vulnerable, as each swing requires the full force of the body. We already read the Demon Great Axe. Winged Spear. A long-hilted spear with a barbed point. Long reach and can be used with a shield up. Effective against hard exteriors and hits for high damage at the right moment of an enemy's swing. But the hit radius is small, and it is easily blocked by shields. The Lucerne. A halberd with a large, hard, beak-like protrusion inflicts thrust damage. Instead of thrusting like a spear, the wielder of the Lucerne aims to club the head with its hard beak. A leather whip, not intended for battle. Virtually ineffective against armor and tough scales, but quite formidable against enemies with exposed skin. Ah, we forgot to read this, too. Flame medium used by Great Swamp Pyromancers. Pyromancers arouse this flame to produce various fire arts. Equip Pyromancer Flame to produce Pyromancy. Attune Pyromancies from a scroll at Bonfire. Most Pyromancies have limited numbers of uses. And the Crest Shield we got from Oscar. One of the enchanted blue shields, the Crest Shield greatly reduces magic damage. Shield of a nameless knight, likely a high-ranking knight of Astora. Alright. So, the plan here was to get to the top and then work our way around once we had secured an exit. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Although, the rusted iron ring is going to make exploring down here much easier. Hey, what's up, Batman? In case anyone missed it, the little hamster wheel elevator there is being powered by one of the hot dogs. You're a hot dog, Bear. That's what you are. You're a little hot dog, because you're a wiener. You're a wiener. Yes, you are. Well, I'm gonna put you in a big wheel. I'm gonna put you in a big wheel, Bear. And I'm gonna see if you can. No, I'm going to. I'm going to. And I'm gonna use you like an elevator. And that's the price you're gonna pay for me feeding you and taking you outside and being nice to you. It's time for you to earn your keep, buddy. It's time for you to earn your keep, buddy. Alright. I don't want to pick up this Firekeeper soul just yet, because when I pick it up, Lautrec bounces. So I don't want to grab it just yet. He's gonna take a shit on the floor again. He better not. I just took him outside. Key to the new Londo Ruins. For bars between New Londo and Drake Valley. Key to the iron bars separating the ruins of New Londo and Drake Valley. The ruins of New Londo were blocked off, for the cursed ghosts posed danger to life and spirit, and the legends speak of a terrible dark, which was sealed away. Fuck! God damn it! I'm so terrible at Alt F4ing. No, he did not take a shit on the floor recently, but, you know, semi-recently. And this is why you don't read chat in Blighttown. Just mind your business. Just, you know what I mean? Just stick to what you know. And that's walking up stuff and minding your business. Good lord. Chat, I am a very hungry boy. What's for dinner tonight? What are we having for dinner? I put out a couple pieces of fish to thaw. I'm gonna eat this dog. I'm gonna eat Bear. He's a bad boy. He's a bad boy, and I'm gonna cook him up and eat him. Yep. You wanna be deep fried, Bear? You wanna be deep? I'm gonna deep fry you. I'm gonna put you in a deep fryer. Loaded nachos. God damn, that sounds good. Oh, I would love nachos. Ham and Swiss sliders. I quit eating pork. Oh shit. That's not good. I quit eating beef and pork. I mean, nachos I could get with like chicken and beans and cheese and guac and sour cream and jalapenos and and some hot sauce. What else? Yeah, nachos. Of all the junk food I miss when it comes to red meat, nachos with ground beef, just like garbage tier Taco Bell nachos, like takes the cake. You are full-blown a shitter of me. All right, let's take those off before that leads to disaster. Yeah, no bacon. Although I do have turkey bacon. Turkey bacon is really good. Honestly, if turkey bacon, like, you know, turkey bacon is good, and I'm glad that I have it, but turkey bacon is nothing compared to turkey pepperoni. Turkey pepperoni, like, for pizza, is absolute, like, a lifesaver. Jesus! Almost burritoed. Fuck you! Oh! Damn it! I almost burritoed that dude, and then I got like the worst roll luck in the world, and I rolled straight instead of like to the side. Ah, it's just garbage. Just garbage! Yeah, like, that impossible stuff is like, it's not bad. I actually had one of those things for breakfast this morning. I had to go do some work at a house this morning, and so I stopped and got a coffee and a sausage breakfast sandwich, but like with the fake meat, and like, it's really good. Like, it's really, really good. If Taco Bell ever did, like, Impossible Nachos, or, like, Beyond Nachos, or Incognito Nachos, oh my god. I would probably gain back all the weight I've lost not eating ground beef and pork. More like Pingcognito. I bet that's his. I bet he goes to the store and he buys that and he's like, "This is who I am. This is me. I'm Pinko." You know he does it, chat. Yeah, I always thought I would miss meat too much to give it up, and then I gave it up, and like honestly, like it's not that bad. Like if you know how to cook a little bit, and that's okay. I misspoke. I haven't given up all meat because I still eat chicken and fish, but like, Jesus. But like I don't miss it, you know. I let myself have a cheeseburger like once every 3 or 4 months, and I still haven't had one in like a year. And like I've said this before, like, I didn't do it. I didn't give up meat to lose weight. But, like, after I lost a bunch of weight, I was like, yeah, we're sticking with this. Woo! Unbelievable. Postmodern with a gift sub to Yeet. Yeet, welcome back. Enjoy your sub, your emotes. And Postmodern Pajama Wrestler, thank you for the gift sub and thank you for the support. I appreciate it very much. Yeah, I could never be vegan because I don't know how the hell you're supposed to go without cheese. That just does not make sense to me. I've heard people say, like, the first company that comes up with, like, a decent, you know, cheese substitute will have all the money. Oh, you can't pick this up until after Four Kings, I guess. I think you can pick it up if she helped you beat the butterfly, though. Alright, this is our last chance to talk to Lautrec before he betrays us forever. Ian B said you have to summon her for Four Kings to get her set. I don't summon her, and I still get that set a lot. But maybe that's what I'm getting confused on. We'll see, because I'm not going to summon her for Four Kings. We'll see if we get it or not. Well, he doesn't betray you specifically. I suppose that's true. God tier gameplay, chat. God tier world design. God tier planning. Making you go through the hell of the depths and Blighttown. And remember how we were saying, like, the game keeps progressively making us go further and further away from home? Finding out that you're not that far from home, and coming through the other side of that challenge to that music is, like, the first time you get it, man. And this is one of the reasons I tell people not to do the Master Key on a first playthrough. If you never get to experience that, in its like, oh shitness, you're robbing yourself of one of the coolest, like, level design reveals, like, in video games. You should struggle with Blighttown just to get that, you know? It's a wonderful thing.
Oh, hello. I'm considering a change of location. I have a rather pressing matter to attend to up above. That keeper has served me well, but enough with her. Oh, I'm considering that keeper.
It's interesting to me to get this dialogue because it sort of paints Lautrec in a different light. He's not killing this firekeeper specifically just to be a jerk to her. He's killing her because she no longer serves a purpose to him. Because he's going to change locations. He's going to start hanging out somewhere else. Which is kind of interesting. I don't know that I've ever got that dialogue before.
You again? There's nothing to speak about, really. Oh, actually, something strange did happen. That crow flew off with somebody in its clutches. I think it was a man curled up in a ball. Stranger things have happened, right? No, maybe not.
Stranger things have happened, right? No.
I'm not up for chatting. Leave me alone.
So, I've never done that, but there you go. There's your clue. There's how you get back to the Undead Asylum. He tells you it's possible.
Oh, hello. Well, you certainly are keeping at it. Myself, I'm fine. Yes. The note that Master Logan left. It only said he would travel to Anor Londo by way of Sen's fortress. I can only guess that he seeks the regal archives. For Master Logan is a tireless pursuer of wisdom. Wisdom trumps all. Everything else is hogwash. When the curse turned him undead, I'm certain that he only felt it was the perfect chance to visit this land. I only wish that I had his courage.
Aww.
2 things are required for sorcery. Second, then you will be ready to... Oh, and don't forget to aim.
Uh-huh.
2 things
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, what's up, man?
Oh, hello there. I'm pleased to see you safe, as always.
Okay. Pyromancy Flame's about to start doing us a lot less good.
Goodbye then.
Versus-
Be safe, though. You dare go.
Versus Quelaag. So I think we'll switch to the buff. We'll put the sorcery buff on our straight sword when it's time to fight Quelaag or Quailana, whichever one she is. I always forget. I think it's that his goddess wants him to kill other firekeepers to show loyalty. Maybe, but his goddess is fickle and greedy. But I don't think his goddess would be like... I don't think she'd give a shit about humans. I think his goddess wants him to get rid of Guinevere, which is why when we find him, his Anor Londo is dark. But that's just my take. Alright, Dommel's not here yet. Oh, okay. So that was the first time anybody's mentioned Sin's Fortress to us. But, we should have seen Sin's Fortress by now. But me having played the game before, I kind of robbed us of that. Like a jerk. Let me go do that real quick. Because there's another NPC that we can talk to. And we haven't seen him yet. And everybody loves the onion. We all love onion. The onion, he's a fun one. Funyuns. Who do you think's stronger, Big Hat Logan or Straight of Old Office? I don't know. I will say that once you unpetrify Strayed, he doesn't run off and get himself locked up 3 different times. Like, Logan's supposed to be like this pillar of knowledge and intelligence or whatever, but like, every time you fucking meet him, the man's in a cage. Strayed is in a cage one time, and then never again.
Oh, forgive me. I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegmeyer of Katarina. quite honestly. I've run flat up against a wall, or a gate, I should say. The thing just won't budge, no matter how long I wait. And oh, have I waited. So here I sit, in quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak.
One of my favorite things about Siegmeyer is, he's like, I'm in a pickle. And then in Dark Souls 3, when Patches pretends to be, the other one, fuck, what's his name? Sigurd, he's like, I'm in a pickle. And he can't help but laugh at himself for saying it. It's one of the funniest things Patches ever does.
Still closed. Still closed. Still closed. Still closed.
Alright. There we go. What a great game. What a great game. Alright, let's hit that. Let's hit that homeward bone. Let's get back down into the swamp. And I suppose we will take out Quaylana or Quaylag. I always forget which one's which. Now, I've been invaded on this playthrough. If my opponent had a +10 pyromancy flame, it will spawn the pyromancer in NPC. It will spawn her over here. Yeah, check it out. So, I don't have a +10 pyromancy flame, but a +10 pyromancy flame is what's required in order to get her to spawn. However, all that's needed is for someone, anyone with a +10 pyromancy flame to show up in your world. If you summon someone who has a +10 pyromancy flame, if you're invaded by someone with a +10 pyromancy flame, just as long as a +10 pyromancy flame has been in your world, she'll show up.
A mere undead, yet you can see me. Fascinating. I am Quaylana of Izalith. I am not often revealed to walkers of flesh. You have a gift. Are you too one who seeks my pyromancy, like Salomon? Yes, of course. It should be expected. Very well. You shall be my pupil, but to pursue my pyromancy, you must give something up. Are you prepared to do this?
So basically, she's like, if you're gonna have to give me your pyromancy flame, and she will ascend it and turn it into an ascended pyromancy flame. We can now get great combustion, which is great. But like I said earlier, it's not gonna do us a lot of good against this boss. But we can talk to her a little bit.
Long ago, I accepted another pupil like yourself. Over 200 years ago, there was a man almost as bungling as you. In your world, he was called Salaman, the master pyromancer. The little rascal really made something of himself. Pyromancy is the art of invoking and manipulating fire. But remember one thing. Always fear the flame, lest you be devoured by it and lose yourself. I would hate to see that happen again. Pyromancy is the... But remember... I would hate...
There you go. Now
go. Whatever you do, do not crack and go hollow, lest my time spent on you be wasted.
So, I need to go back and I need to attune a different spell. But yeah, we're gonna talk to her quite a bit. She always has some interesting stuff to say, especially as you start exploring Izalith. But for right now, let's grab... also we picked up Power Within. Pyromancy of Carmina, who harnessed the power of flame to actualize the inner self. Short strength, endurance boost, but lose hit points. Excessive power eats away the life force of its caster, and like all dangerous spells, Power Within was kept secret for eons. So, this Carmina person came up with all these pyromancies that, like, you know, changed the very essence of your being, which is pretty impressive. But Power Within makes it sound like things didn't go very well. And the dialogue there, where the Daughter of Chaos is like, oh yeah, I would hate to see you destroyed by the flame because you don't fear it. I've seen it happen before. You know? Oh my god, I just about got slam jammed. Charles Barkley, come on and slam Gaiden or whatever. Yeah, Power Within is a bonkers buff. Karguwu. There is, if you're familiar with Illusory Wall has like an entire section of his Twitter dedicated to people who swear to God that she has shown up for no reason at all. And, like, he's gone through and looked at all of the flags and, like, you know, it's like, no, it has to be this. It has to be, this is what summons her. But there's, like, all this, what do you call it? Like, anecdotal evidence that, like, people are like, no man, she spawned for me, and none of those things happened, and it kind of drives them crazy. It's fun to read about. So yeah, here we see some humans, very obviously humans, and they are bearing these gross eggs, and we are in some sort of nest, and these people here are praying or begging, for some reason, in this direction. All right, chat, close your eyes so that you don't see the very pretty woman. She's so hot. Pay attention to the fire coming off of her, not her sword, coming off of her. And pay attention to how it's made up of letters, glyphs, whatever you want to call those, runes. That is like Izalith fire magic, what you're seeing right there. The dark sign is made up of the same thing. Whoa! What hit me? I don't know if it was lava. Oh god! Or the sword. Big stompies. Oh, she's gonna blow. Just absolute bad luck. Just the worst luck. Oh, that sucked. Alright, alright, alright. We got this. We got this. I'm assuming I was doing enough damage. I don't know. We'll find out. I hope I was. What do we got? Like +6? +6 or +7 equivalent? Like a +7, and we've got a magic buff. Yeah, we should be doing enough damage. We just have to have faith, because we sure as shit can't see. The Souls community is going to flip its lid when it finds out about the connection with Otogi. I don't know, what is Otogi? Imagine limb break on this. I kind of just made myself sad, actually. Why was there no big giant spider with limb break mechanic in Bloodborne? That would have been awesome. Range on that is nuts. I don't think she's hit me for real, but just to be sure. Just to be sure, we'll top off. When she does her little, like, jump away, it can do damage to you. Not a lot, but, you know. Better safe than sorry, right? This should disappear soon. Come on. There we go. Like that. That does damage. Oh yeah, baby! That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what it's about, right there. That's it. We love it. We love it. GG's. Oh yeah, well, Amygdala kind of, but Amygdala's like got a bunch of arms, but you can't hit all of them, you know what I mean? And like obviously against Amygdala, like, the head is the way to go. Yeah, we did it, chat! Our second bell of awakening! Just like that. Just like that. Nothing can stop us. We're bad as hell, boy. We're bad as hell. Yeah, I guess one reborn a little bit.